Hi everyone, I hope you're well. I'm here to share with you a little message, an insight I had around the energy of competition. I recently read somewhere that one of the ways to stay out of competition is to not take part in it in the first place anyway. And I really like that. And I think that's really important in relation to mindset and how we see kind of ourselves in a sea of other people doing great things. And here's what my kind of feeling is around the energy of competition. Competition can often feel very good and positive and healthy and exciting when we're in the right place, in the right energy, in the right mindset. So it's a time when, the idea that you're in sort of a space of other people, kind of showcasing your skills, doing good work, say if you're a coach and you're working amongst tons of coaches, it can feel really good when you feel anchored in your own energy signature, in your work, who you are, you know what you're doing, and feel good in it. However, there's times in our lives when we don't feel as rooted. And that was just an example, right? The coaching, it could be in any area of our lives. Other times in our life where we're not feeling as rooted in who we are, or we're just in a state of flux and change, or we just kind of like building up, or we're healing, whatever is going on. And I want to share this with you, that it's totally okay to not connect with the energy of competition. Essentially, competition brings up the energy of comparison for people, okay? And it doesn't have to be about comparison, but in a way, competition is about differentiation. So there's the energy of comparison when it comes to differentiating who is who and what they're doing and all that kind of stuff. And so here's what I want to say. I work a lot with safety, and I work a lot with this modality called Estia, which is kind of the modality that has come through to me. It works wonders for the people I work with, and I really root for this. And this is around energetic congruence and honesty, being 100% radically honest about what's working, what's not working. So say you're in a place thinking like you're noticing, geez, all this competition or all these people around, right now you feel knocked by it, right? As opposed to feeling excited and that healthy competition that feels good. So when you notice that, you need to acknowledge it, you need to click on it, and to know that that's going on, that's true for you, as opposed to trying to bypass it or think like, no, it's all right, it's fine, No, it's not fine. If it feels not fine and it feels it's not strengthening your energy, that's all you need to do, okay? You don't need to bypass that, and you don't need to pretend that it's something it's not. But here's what I really recommend with the thing that I do with women, not just on comparison, on competition, but anything, so many different things. One of the things I suggest is that energetic congruence, you know what's going on, it's a bit too much for you. So then the other thing is you create sacred space. You create sacred space for you to thrive, to grow and flourish. So the way you do that is by creating sacred boundaries. So you stop connecting and noticing all the people that fuels competition. You start unfollowing people on set of Facebook. If you're constantly logging into those high-end coaches, all those people doing all these great things, who are earning the big money, or who are doing the work that you feel you're meant to be doing, and you're doing, and you feel like, but they've been doing it long, whatever it is, just start unfollowing them. You don't need to unfriend them, but what do you feed your energy with every day? Do you feed your energy with things that are going to knock you out of your energy, that are going to really remind you that you know where you're at, that you're not where you're at, that you feel that you're constantly comparing yourself with, seeing things that are kind of really feel out of your comfort zone right now? And as I said, those can be great when you feel in a good space because they feel motivational. But if not, then there's no need to keep on bombarding your day-to-day life with those images, with those words, with whatever. So start creating sacred space and start putting sacred boundaries. That's how we create sacred space. Sacred boundaries is one of the biggest things that have been the major attractor in my life since I started working with it in 2021. It's creating really great results for every single client I've worked with who starts taking the whole notion of sacred boundaries and sacred space seriously, and starts to, in a way, it's the method of elimination. it's almost like a soul feng shui. It's like an energy feng shui, where you start to really kind of cut down on things that right now don't support your energy. Because it's very interesting how we talk a lot about the energy of triggers in the spiritual community and how we need to work with the triggers. 100%, I believe we need to work with our triggers. But also there's something about the timing of that that can mean the world, that can make a huge difference. So for instance, give yourself the safety you need to feel in that cocoon of your sort of energy, of your experience, of your sort of like emotional health, to feel fully supported, to make it about you. Love yourself enough to make it about you, so that you stop kind of being dragged around by all the energies around you, and really start creating that sacred space so that you can start building that energy up. You can feel like start working on those energetic leaks and start really kind of strengthening yourself in your core. And then what you'll find is that you don't have that issue anymore. You just don't. So you allow yourself to grow stronger through influencing and, in a way, choosing your external conditions and how they get to support you. Okay, so don't worry about constantly going in this like rabbit hole of working through your triggers, working through your shit, and just allow yourself to just create safety, to make it easy for yourself. It's okay for it to be easy, and it's okay for you to want to have it easy for a minute, and to just give yourself some safety to grow, to expand, to feel better. And then when some things feel safer, you kind of like, then you find yourself more intrigued about, okay, let's see now, what is everyone doing? And you might also find that you're not really interested. One of the things I found personally when I did that, when I needed to do that, was that it helped me get clear in my voice and understand who I am in my energy signature, and really use my voice, hear my own voice first of all, as opposed to let it get lost in a sea of other amazing people doing amazing work out there, you know. So it really let me kind of just get comfortable in my own skin, in my own voice, in my own message, and just let it be the thing. And now I can't see beyond that. I don't see what everyone is doing. I don't follow many people in Facebook, you know. I don't know what's going on in the world. And I like that, you know, it works very well for me. I like to keep my sacred boundaries really sacred and kind of intentional, and the energy when I place it to people and situations is very intentional. I don't do it unless there's a purpose for it. And I just seen that it saved me a lot of time and energy. It's really helped me readdress my energetic leaks, and it just only gave back energy to me, strengthened my core, my confidence, my intuition's gone stronger, my everything. And actually, that's the interesting thing. When I got to channel this information, believe it or not, I want to share this with you. What I was shown, that this energetic, radical sort of honesty, then moving into creating that sacred space and sacred boundaries based on that honesty you discover every single time, yeah? Then that leads to trusting in your intuition and really activating your leadership capacity. Yeah. And that real activation of intuition and leadership capacity, you know, because you're not drawn and you're not dragged by everyone else's energy and everything else going on around you. You just come back to the root of you. So I really hope this helps. This was something that felt kind of naturally coming out of this reflection on this competition thing, the quote that I found. You know, I think that it's okay for us to understand where we're at and to really make choices and decisions on the basis of that, not always to choose the hard way, and to allow ourselves to kind of just create this beautiful, luscious kind of space for us to flourish, where it's just kind of almost like it's all about us, you know, and let that baby grow and let the seeds kind of blossom, you know, because especially at the very beginning, we need to, of processes coming out of healing stages, whatever it is, we really need to nurture that space with such intricate detail, kind of level of kind of attention, that just really requires us to be very unapologetic about the sacred space and the sacred boundaries, you know, and it's a beautiful thing all around. So that's the message for today. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll speak to you soon.